Well, good evening everybody. It's been a while since I've had time to upload a video. Got busy building some corrals and stuff for an uncle of mine, so needless to say I didn't make any videos of that because that's not mine to be sharing with people. But as what we're standing at today, I'm going to make a video of that millet. If you remember my rye that we baled off that was a little shorter that we grazed the cows on. This field was that field. There's some drone footage of cutting it and stuff like that. I have got the results back from the forage from that compared to my other rye that was not grazed. I'll go over that probably in a different video. And anyhow, so I guess needless to say, I'm going to make this part, the two parts on this video. It's going to be all the same video, but make the millet. This is German millet in this field. And then I'm going to go over to a field down the road we've got that I planted cane in, or hay grazer, forage, sorghum, or whatever you want to call it. About the same time I planted this, which was a long time ago. And I guess we'll turn the camera around here and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, well here's a front view of where I was standing here moments ago. And this is the millet that I planted a long time ago. If I can find the date, I'll actually put it in the comments below, or in the title, or the description or whatever. But this stuff grew right away when I planted it, this area. And the spot just over there did not grow. But we're going to measure this. I got my tape. Had to go back to my pickup and grab the tape measure. So I'm dropping this down in. And we hit the ground, and we're at about 3 foot tall, right in this spot, I guess. And let's say that's satisfactory for me. Looks really good in this particular area, but too bad the area is less than an acre. I'm gonna just walk through my jungle. Well, I'm gonna walk around the jungle. Not very far. And I'll walk through this part here because this part is some that did not grow right away after we seeded it. It came later. And as you can tell, it's about 6. Well, I'll measure it. I got my tape. About 5 inches tall. We'll call it 6 inches tall. So you can see there's the area that's tall, really tall, and you can't really see it on the video very good, but there's that tall area, and it's only, like I said, it's smaller than a football field. That actually grew. But this grew later. I didn't have to replant this or nothing. It just grew. The seed just sat there, and we got a nice timely rain. It was enough to get it growing and keep growing. And this is going to make a good hay crop. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this little area down here that grew sooner. It might be pretty ripe by the time this part is ready. But there'll be more videos on this millet to come. I got my other field where I tried German millet and white wonder millet, and I'll make a different video of them. They're just coming out. They're pretty short. So I guess we'll kind of decide what we're gonna do there and whatnot. But I'm gonna jump in the old pickup truck and we're gonna go down to my cane field that I planted at the same time this, and I've actually replanted it now, and I'll show you guys that. All right, guys, we're got to the next field here, and this is my cane field or hay grazer, and you can see in this spot it's about the same height as the millet, up to my thigh here in this spot, and it's pretty thick. You know, I've held the weeds back pretty decent. There's not a lot of weeds down there. It is yellow, needs some fertilizer. But I'm gonna turn around and show you guys the rest of the field. Nothing there. Had to walk. I parked clear up there. Way up there. I had to walk down to this spot because this is a low spot down here by this tree, and it actually goes clear across. There's a bottom that runs through. But needless to say, I planted this, it was back in June, and this is what we got. Pretty much maybe an acre or two, or maybe let's just say 5 acres out of this field. And this field's I think it's like 45, 50 acres or something like that. So then I talked to Dad here about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey Dad, should I replant it since it rained, or what do you think? He said, oh no, don't replant it, I think it's a waste of your time. Well, me being me, I said I beg to differ, so I actually went about it and I replanted half this field. And he says it's not going to amount to anything. I said I think that there's enough time to make it amount to something, you know, worth doing. So I replanted it, got the seed, paid for it, you know, just took care of it. And we'll see how it turns out. But this spot here, and like I said, that spot down there is all that grew. We were awful dry here, and I think is what happened. There was moisture and got this cane started, and the cane got started, and then once it got started, it never rained after I drilled it, and it just died off. It dried up and died off. You can see here, if I get down, you can see there's rows coming now, and those aren't the original rows. Those are my new stuff that I planted. I did walk over there a little ways, and there's nothing coming where I did not replant. So I feel I made a good decision as of now that I replanted this field, or at least half of it, and we'll see how it turns out, I guess. Only time's gonna tell, but this is what it looks like when you don't get rain and your hay grazer or cane or forage sorghum starts growing and dies. You got spots like that looks beautiful, and you got spots like this that there's nothing. And there wouldn't have been anything here except I took it upon myself and just redid it. And we'll see. I talked to my father a little bit about putting some fertilizer on here, and he said whatever. So we'll see. I haven't decided if we're gonna fertilize it or not. We didn't fertilize it when we planted it because I didn't think it was gonna grow. That's why that's so yellow, because it's so short on fertilizer, because it never got any. But this stuff up ahead, it looks like it's actually decent, but it's really thin. I mean, I shouldn't be able to see the ground when it's knee high, but I am. You can see my new stuff growing down there, little tiny stuff. And I did actually, there's some cover crop in there blended with it. See, that's, I don't know what it is, but I think that's a radish or something. But anyhow, I guess we'll keep on updated on these fields as they go along, and we'll sure to be catch you guys on the next one. I hope to be back in my routine of uploading a little more regularly. And I guess we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.